It's the nuts and bolts of Monday Night Raw.
Well, let me tell you something, brothers. Me and my main man, Superboy, fresh off his assignment in Old Paris, if you will, enchanté. Well, we just got done backstroking the Potomac River, and he just got done juicing it up with his pre-workout, and we're going to jack up this episode of the Nuts and Bolts of Monday Night Raw. Right, baby? Yeah, Superboy and me are going to do it. We're talking September 4th, Monday Night Raw. And one of the biggest segments of the night led the show tonight as Cena, Mr. Hair, yeah, Cena, what's with him growing the hair out? I don't understand it. It's a change. Is it a good change? You tell me. I like the skin look for John Cena. He's turned into a hippie. Well, he wasn't messing around. He didn't come out to talk. It was right into a matchup. When was the last time Monday Night Raw started off with a match with no talking? As he took on Jason Jordan. And Jason Jordan, he had new music. Boy, they're really putting some effort into Jason Jordan. Guys, this was a solid matchup. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, just a solid matchup, right? Just like, let's see here. David Von Erich. David Von Erich used to have solid matchups. Nothing too frilly. He had the fire, though. That's right. Look at this new shirt, brother. Woo, woo, woo. Anyways, from there, of course, John Cena got the victory, but it was a valiant effort from Jason Jordan, just like years ago when John Cena took on Jason Jordan's dad, Kurt Angle. Anyways, John Cena's in the ring after the matchup, and guess who comes out? Roman Reigns. And guess what John Cena said? Hey, dude, your zipper's down. Oh, he called him out on it. Crazy. Anyways, you talk about massive egos. Both of those guys, massive egos, but this meant for some good stuff. Remember all the big stars of yesteryear? Hulk Hogan, Macho Man? That's right. They used to be the mega powers just like you and me, Superboy. Boom! That's right, brother. Anyways, no respect. Neither of them, John Cena nor Roman Reigns, respect each other, and that was the main focus of this promo, if you will, between the two. Hey, from there, we had Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins on the commentating table as we saw Cesaro and Sheamus take on the team of Slater and Rhino. Tag team action playa. Anyways, Cesaro and Sheamus got the victory. Up next, Intercontinental title match as Jeff, along with Matt Hardy in tow, took on Intercontinental Champion The Miz and Maurice and The Miz Taraj. Woo woo. Well, this is also a very solid match, and Miz won relatively clean. Now, this is something else I liked about this match. It had a big fight feel because they treated it as such. It had the old school title match intro, meaning both combatants were in the ring, and they announced them both in the ring for this big title matchup. Speaking of big, we had a big, woo-wee, 6-man 205 Live Division matchup as Enzo, along with Grand Metalik and Cedric Alexander, took on Noah M. Dar, Drew Gulak, who they called Captain Underpants, and Tony Nese. Now, this was a hot matchup, but first we had to sit through a not-so-hot promo from Enzo. Not his best work, but he did get the victory in this matchup. Enzo really seems to be putting some effort into the 205 Live division. Hey, up next, Finn Balor cutting a promo about Bray Wyatt, and of course Bray Wyatt got involved too. I was not overly impressed with this. Why is this situation still going after SummerSlam when the Demon beat Bray Wyatt already? Do you know why? I didn't think so. I don't know why either. Up next, we had the Women's Champion Alexa Bliss teaming up with Sasha Banks as they took on Nia Jax and Emma. Hey, a lot of people are upset with Emma and the lack of a push, if you will, but hey, she's on television. That's more than a lot of people. And her team got the victory as Nia Jax took care of Sasha Banks in this matchup. Whew. I'm getting blown up, brother. Give me some of that pre-workout. Oh, I better not steal it. You're going to get jealous. Up next, we had the Tag Team Championship team of Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins as they beat the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. I don't like this Good Brothers business. Let these guys be more serious. These guys were huge stars over in Japan. Let them go back to that style, please. Alright, this show, this episode of Monday Night Raw was bookended by big segments. The first one being Cena and Reigns, and the last one being Braun Strowman as he took on the Big Show Bundy. Okay, he's not Big Show Bundy, but since he shaved that goatee, he looks like King Kong Bundy, brother. Remember King Kong Bundy? He used to be in World Class Championship Wrestling, and he used to take on the very Von Erichs that are displayed on this sweet new t-shirt. Whoop, whoop. Not this guy. He's in his Paris attire because he's fresh from assignment in Paris. What do you think, Superboy? IRS is German. What? IRS is German? Who knew? Anyways, this match, they did this match right. They really promoted this match, and the Big Show cut a great promo beforehand. We've seen fire like we haven't seen in a while. Braun Strowman had one earlier in the night. They reinforced this ring. We saw John Cone even talking about this. Who's John Cone? He's the referee, and he was talking about this big matchup also. And guess what kind of matchup it was? Steel cage. Hey, remember when when Kerry Von Erich took on the Nature Boy Ric Flair in the cage way back when? It was 1982, December 1982, and it was the start of the Von Erich Freebird feud. Go back on the network and check out World Class Championship Wrestling from December 1982. Anyways, back to this big main event, the steel cage matchup between Braun Strowman and the Big Show. First, we see a huge, tremendous slam, well, actually several slams, as Braun Strowman was ramming the Big Show into the cage. It was brutal. It was awesome until the Big Show, pow, knocked him out with one punch, and then we went to a commercial break. We get back. This was a back-and-forth matchup. The crowd was chanting, "This is awesome." When was the last time the Big Show got a "This is awesome" chant? It was. He deserved it. It was awesome. These guys were climbing the ring. These two huge behemoths were climbing the ring. Even the Big Show. And guess what? After Braun Strowman got knocked all the way down to the mat, ooh, yeah! Dig it. Cup of coffee in the big time. Ooh, dig it. Ooh, the cream will always rise to the top, Superboy. Anyways, that's right. What am I getting at? We're getting at the Big Show dropping a savage-like elbow from the top rope all the way down on Braun Strowman. And he didn't just fall off the top rope. He jumped, he leaped across the ring and dropped this big elbow. It was tremendous. We even saw a superplex in this matchup. A superplex by Braun Strowman onto the Big Show. I love the superplex. I used to use the move myself, but I stole it from Barry Windham, not Braun Strowman. Anyways, Braun Strowman walks out with the victory in a really good main event for a very fast-paced Monday Night Raw. It was over 3 hours, but it went by like a blink, didn't it, Superboy? Yeah! Anywho, interesting booking on this guy. Honestly, you could have left them both strong by having someone just escape the ring, but even with a pinfall, the Big Show looks so good in this matchup, he remains strong. And then Braun Strowman gets on the microphone, baby, do-wop-a-do-wop-a-do, and he calls out none other than the Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar, because they're going to take each other on at No Mercy. Speaking of No Mercy, brother, give me some of this pre-workout. I better not. Anyways, not only does he get done doing that, but he wants to drive his viewpoint home, and he picks up the Big Show and he throws him through the side of the cage. The Big Show actually bounced on the side of the cage that had now broken down to the outside of the ring. And that's the way we went off to the air with Braun Strowman standing victorious. Oh, what an awesome Monday Night Raw this was as we get another week closer to No Mercy. Guys, we are jacked up on this pre-workout. We're going to go hang and bang down on Venice Beach. We're going to clang and bang. We're going to hit the weights. We're going to pump up these guns, brother. Yeah, hey, thanks for joining us this week on the Nuts and Bolts of Monday Night Raw, and we will see you next time. Maybe Superboy will be there. Maybe he'll be on another assignment. Until then, thanks for joining us on the Nuts and Bolts of Monday Night Rah!